So she basically went out to the real world. They all said it was great. Oh, this is kind of like Buddha, like fucking Siddharth went out of his kingdom and finally saw like death and destruction that his parents hid from him. And then he fucking like found like the outside world is awful. So, well, he gained enlightenment and moved on from these worldly things. And she decided to trap herself in an illusion.
I always feel like I owe you something. Let me make it up to you with a birthday party. You won't blame me, will you?
This is really heart-wrenching, by the way. Eve stares intently at the flame in her hand, watching it move slowly down the wooden stick, burning all the way to her fingertips.
The bear. The fire. It must be a mess outside. But luckily, things didn't get worse. I'm sorry. I must have caused you a lot of trouble. Apart from my family members, you are truly the nicest person I've ever met. You didn't abandon me, nor did you deceive me for ulterior motives. The future you offered is so beautiful. I was almost convinced.
I forgot. Most of these events end with like the main S-rank sinner like leaving on a journey or something like that. So she's probably gonna run away or something.
But then I remembered, I've heard about such a beautiful future many, many times. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I've already secretly gone to see the world outside the factory. Turns out, it's all fake. Even faker than the toy family is pretending to be real. Turns out, everyone is a liar.
Not everyone.
Loyal friends, loving family members, the kindness of the world. None of these exist outside. Maybe I really could meet new people and start a new life. It's strange, as opposed to those small possibilities that haven't happened yet. I prefer the old, prefer to stay in place, prefer liars.
Eve withdraws all of Manium power. In the sea of fire in the warehouse, toys fall one by one from the giant bear, finally disperse to finally reveal the girl beneath the monster. With her back turned to you, she's struggling to maneuver her wheelchair into the depths of the fire. You recall what Eureka said about how to resolve the crisis in the simplest way. If the creator is gone, her wish and creation will all disappear. Now as the raging fire, your mouth is dry and your voice is hoarse, making it hard to speak. But you still drag your heavy feet trying to walk through the chaotic warehouse in fire and get closer to Eve. Wait, hold on, there must be another way.
Things are fine the way they are now. It's swallowing my obsession of staying here forever. I can't let go of this obsession, but I can let go of myself.
She is a sinner that you can get. Again, these events like kinda don't make sense with like these people don't really die, but they are dead. Maybe in another reality they died. Is that it? Like there are multiple realities, that sort of thing?
This is fine. This way, everyone can escape. You have friends, family, hopes, and a future too, right? Go find them. I'm fine. After all, I never really had anything. This time, I can truly reunite with my family.
Fire is spreading faster than mania. In an instant, a wave of heat forms an invisible barrier between you two. That is ridiculous. She really has given up hope, I suppose. The silhouette in the fire doesn't look back. She stares at the ceiling, lit red by the fire, and cheerily hums a tune. Rescue seems to have arrived. The shouts of the rescuers and those fleeing drown out Eve's voice. You try but fail to make out what Eve is humming. There must be another way to resolve the mania crisis. Just come out with me first. As the flames inch closer, spreading to Eve's skirt and hair, she remains motionless. Does she not feel pain or something? That figure keeps repeating an answer you've never anticipated. She doesn't want to leave, nor just out of nostalgia, but also because she's seen the outside world.
It's been a long time since someone cared about me and talked to me this much. You should be careful too. The fire is hot. When it burns you, it hurts.
He parks a wheelchair in the deepest spot of the warehouse and leans back in exhaustion.
Please tell your friend that I thank her for liking my toys. But I won't be making toys anymore. This time, we can truly stay together. I'm going home.
Holy shit, dude. No, Eve. The fire completely engulfs the surrounding. You can no longer see Eve in the scorching and twisted air. You seem to see familiar toys jumping into the sea of fire together. A screaming chicken, a rubber ball, a puppy, a doll, a nesting doll. All the anomalies created by Eve have already been reversed. Then those who just jumped into the sea of fire were... You want to shout something, but a fiery wave rushes into your mouth and nose. Amidst the sound of burned shelves falling over, the stubborn ruin of Bonnet factory finally collapses into the fire, and now you finally hear the soft humming clearly. Sleep, Eve. Tomorrow is another day. Good night. Bonnet. What happened to her parents? Did they die? If Eve is happy, Baz is happy. Love Baz.
Good night and sleep tight.
The one who chatted with me, the one who I watched grow up, is Eve. Next life I'll meet Eve again. I hope all our wishes can come true. Is she an immigrant? Why is the spelling wrong? And two paw prints.
Hello, dear Polly. Hello, Maurice and Beanie. Hello to you. Hello to Fuzz and Bone. Hello, hello, hello to you all.
Did you listen to the song? It was saying their names. By the way, what happened to that kid, Oliver? Did he also get burned? Or did he run away? Or did he get captured?
Chief, the injured are being accounted for and treated one by one.
Holy shit. This is a photo from another event or like something. Yeah, and they just added like people on top of that.
The fire was quite intense. Right now, we still haven't found the sinners you mentioned.
You find neither Eve nor Oliver, then maybe Oliver like woke up and he picked up Eve and ran away or something?
No. We can only continue the search after the disaster is under control.
Alright, have you been up all night and waiting outside the factory?
I firmly believed that Chief would come out safely.
Having inhaled some smoke, you are currently resting on a rock outside the factory. Sky outside has become vividly bright by now. In front of you, the victims of this incident are being transported away one by one on stretcher. They're digesting the chaotic time difference and information in fear and confusion. Of course, there are also a few who are particularly excited.